Hello guys, in today's video we will learn how to determine the mean by shortcut method. We already learned to find the mean using two different methods. The first method was a set of data was given separated by comma. So what you did, you found the sum of the data given divided by the total number of data. That is, you found the mean by using the formula sum of quantities divided by total number of quantities, like how you find your average. Now, in the second method, we learned how to find the mean of group data. That is, your data was given in a table form where you had different classes and a column called frequency. So, you found the mid value of the class and you multiplied it with the frequency and you found the sum of all your frequencies into your mid value for each row. So this was the formula you used for your direct method. That is, you had a frequency column, you had a mid value column, you multiplied each and every row the values of frequency and mid value and you found the sum of that divided by the total frequency. Now, in your shortcut method, today we are going to learn shortcut method. So, the mean is assumed data plus sigma or summation fi di divided by sigma fi. Now, why are we going for the shortcut method? Shortcut method is helpful in the problems where your numbers are big. If it is 10, 20, 30 and all, direct method will be very helpful. But if it is 900, 775, 865, your shortcut method will be helpful. It is helpful when either your mid value is greater or your frequency is having big numbers. Here your frequency is small but your mid value is having big numbers. This is not in the form of group data, so your mid value is given directly. You need not find a mid value. Only in group data you have to find the mid value. Here the mid value is given directly and this is your frequency. So this is the first frequency, second frequency, third frequency. It goes on. Now, for shortcut method, we will have to assume a mean. A stands for assumed mean and di is the deviation or step deviation. So how will you find di? It is your mid value minus your assumed mean, and you know that f stands for frequency. Now, to determine the mean by shortcut method, we are forming a table. I am just transferring the data here to a new table. So, my weight and frequency are the two rows given in your question. So, the first one is HI and the second one is FI. Now, I am just transferring the details here. 140, 145, 148, 150, 151, 155, and my frequency given is 5, 2, 3, 7, 6 and 2. The first thing we have to do is we have to assume a mean. So assumed mean, you can take the middle value. Here you are having 6 data. So there will be two middle values, 148 and 150 are the middle values. You can take any one of them. I am using 150 so that it will be easy for calculation since it is in the form of multiple of 10. So my assumed mean is 150. Now I have to find my deviation. Only then I can multiply the frequency and deviation in each row. So the next step I will write is to find the deviation. Deviation is the mid value minus assumed mean. So every row I have mid value and my assumed mean 150 is not going to change. Assumed mean is always 150. So in the first row 140, that is the mid value, minus assumed mean will give me the answer 140 minus 150, which is minus 10. 145 minus 150, which is minus 5. 148 minus 150, which is minus 2. 150 minus 150 is 0. 151 minus 150 is 1. And 155 minus 150 is 5. Now I found my step deviation. Next I will multiply my frequency and my deviation. So Fi di. Now this is Fi column, this is Di column. Fi column, Di column. Now Fi into Di. 5 into minus 10 is minus 50. 2 into minus 5 is minus 10. 3 into minus 2 is minus 6. 7 into 0 is 0. 6 ones are 6. 5 twos are 10. Now I found my Fi column. Now the next I have to do summation. Summation means you will add the values in this column. Now when I add, I will get my summation Fi. Next in my denominator I have sum of frequency. So this is my frequency column. So I will add my frequency column also to get summation Fi. Okay. Now when I add, if you look here, you have a negative 10 value and a positive 10. When you add minus 10 and plus 10, you will get your answer 0. When you add minus 6 and plus 6, you will get your answer 0. What is left behind? Only your minus 50 is left behind. And when you add this, 5 2s are 10, 5 plus 2 is 7, 7 plus 3 is 10, 10 plus 7 is 17, 17 plus 6 is 23, 23 plus 2 is 25. Now I will substitute all these values in my formula. My mean is my assumed mean plus summation Fi di by summation Fi. Now what is my assumed mean? 150. Plus, I am using bracket because my summation Fi di is a negative value, minus 50 divided by 25. Now 150 plus 50 by 20, minus 50 by 25. Minus by plus will give me minus. 50 by 25 will give me 2. Now 150 plus into minus will give you minus. Now you have a plus 150 and a minus 2. When signs are different, subtract and put the sign of the greater number. So when you subtract, you get 145 and plus is the sign of the greater number. So plus 148. So assumed mean was 150. The actual mean we got is 148. So earlier we told either assume the mean as 148 or 150. So we got our mean as 148. So this is the mean we get through our shortcut method. If you try using this direct method also, it will be the same.